It is by no means an irrational fancy that, in a future existence, we shall look upon what we think our present existence as a dream. The more we value things, the less we value ourselves. He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. The level of success you achieve will be in direct proportion to the depth of your commitment. If time is precious, no book that will not improve by repeated readings deserves to be read at all. Life isn't as serious as the mind makes it out to be. Life is like a beautiful melody, only the lyrics are messed up. I have no ambition to govern men. It is a painful and thankless office. Each sunrise brings a new day filled with new hopes for a new beginning. You may tend to get cancer from the thing that makes you want to smoke so much, not from the smoking itself. Never judge what you have not experienced. Every moment is a new experience. To pay attention, this is our endless and proper work. Those who are wise won't be busy, and those who are too busy can't be wise. Evolution is a revolution without R, and R is a renewal of the mind. Life is an experiment in which you may fail or succeed. Explore more, expect least. The success of my rule does not rely on my ability to recite obscure Latin verse. To see what is in front of one's nose needs a constant struggle. You make the world a better place by making daily improvements to become the best version of yourself. I'm just doing me, and to me, that's what got me this far. Very occasionally, if you pay really close attention, life doesn't suck. All these years of thinking, ending up like this, in front of all this beauty, understanding nothing. In your own life, it's important to know how spectacular you are. In order to move on, you must understand why you felt what you did and why you no longer need to feel it. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. But merely being tradition does not make something worthy, Kadash. We can't just assume that because something is old it is right. Dining with the king, your attire, attitude, and mentality must change. Create your best life with your consciously chosen thoughts, words, and actions. Don't be bothered by the things you can't change. Instead, focus on how to make your life better. In the end, you have to choose whether or not to trust someone. I'm sure the universe is full of intelligent life. It's just been too intelligent to come here. The human person finds his perfection in seeking and loving what is true and good. We can't choose our fate, but we can choose others. Be careful in knowing that. Sometimes we tolerate unacceptable behavior from others because we don't know we deserve better. If we admit that human life can be ruled by reason, then all possibility of life is destroyed. It is man's natural sickness to believe that he possesses the truth. If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. Don't worry about the challenges. Get excited about the rewards of crushing them. Fear is nothing more than a negative assessment of risk. Everything is created twice, first in the mind and then in reality. Anyone who isn't embarrassed of who they were last year probably isn't learning enough. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. And what will survive mayhem and harmony of my annihilation? You don't chase darkness out of the room with a knife or a broom. Instead, you turn on the light. What's even more messed up than funerals is the way people treat you after the funeral, like you're diseased or something. A wise man always has something to say, whereas a fool always needs to say something. I like to set my dreams high. That way, even if I only make it halfway there, it's still pretty darn good. The greatest blessing granted to mankind come by way of madness, which is a divine gift. You not only are hunted by others, you unknowingly hunt yourself. The thing about lying to your parents is, you have to do it to protect them. It's for their own good. Writing about the unholy is one way of writing about what is sacred. Taking on too much of other people's drama is just a poor excuse for not taking ownership and control over your own life. It's impossible to walk through solid rock. You have to walk between the molecules that make up the rock. Truth is as straight as an arrow, while a lie swivels like a snake. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. If you really want the key to success, start by doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing. The only true borders lie between day and night, between life and death, between hope and loss. I hate to say it, but shit really does happen. You just have to get over it. Beat the hell out of it by doing things that make you happy. Mixing old wine with new wine is stupidity, but mixing old wisdom with new wisdom is maturity. The moon and the stars shine, even when the clouds hide the sunbeams. Telling Sam and Danica feels like peeling off my own skin to expose everything underneath. It hurts. Inspiration is sometimes as simple as a shared smile. It's a rare gift to know where you need to be before you've been to all the places you don't need to be. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Be the light you seek so desperately in your life and chase away that darkness. Some want to live within the sound of church or chapel bell. I want to run a rescue shop within a yard of hell. Participate in your own dreams. Don't just say what you want or complain about what you don't have. Words don't have the power to hurt you unless that person meant more to you than you are willing to confess. You might have had to deal with many disappointments in life, but don't doubt the possibility of success. Don't have hope that your situation will be better. Have hope that your future will be brighter. A miracle is often the willingness to see the common in an uncommon way. I'm glad I see with my eyes and not the pages I've read. Appreciation has tremendous power. A beautiful thing is not beautiful until someone appreciates it. Life doesn't imitate art, it imitates bad television. People are going to say what they want to say and think what they want to think, and I can't change their minds. The true delight is in the finding out rather than in the knowing. Hello, read and buy this book is always ready to contribute a great impact in your life. There is no problem more difficult to solve than that created by ourselves. The bottom line is, insults only hurt when they come from someone I respect. It is important that when we make a resolution or establish a goal, that we take the action necessary to accomplish that goal. Well, I must endure the presence of a few caterpillars if I wish to become acquainted with the butterflies. There's nothing you can't do if you want it bad enough. The thing about getting older is that you don't need everything to be possible anymore. You just need things to be certain. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. Happiness is part of who we are. Joy is the feeling. If you live each day as it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right. I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that don't work. Healthy citizens are the greatest asset any country can have. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. One must work and dare if one really wants to live. You don't put your life into your books, you find it there. We are seeds as well as parasites to the earth. We can either give or take, depending on our perception of growth. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. The deepest wounds aren't the ones we get from other people hurting us. They are the wounds we give ourselves when we hurt other people. It is an occupational hazard that anyone who has spent her life learning how to lie eventually becomes bad at telling the truth. Follow your heart, listen to your inner voice, stop caring about what others think. People can change anything they want to, and that means everything in the world. It is remarkable how long men will believe in the bottomlessness of a pond without taking the trouble to sound it. To write well, express yourself like the common people, but think like a wise man. My one regret in life is that I am not someone else. The dictionary is the only place that success comes before work. Work is the key to success, and hard work can help you accomplish anything.